Hello everyone, this is Ashley with Dare to Dream Creations, and today we are going for a new pen day. So I did get this secondhand, so it is not brand new, but it is new to me, and I got it for a really great price. The person was very, very helpful, so it did say that it was not coming with a converter, so that's okay, because I have spare converters. And so I got the Pilot E95s, and it is a fine nib. I'm super excited. I've been wanting this pen for a long time. I just couldn't pass up the price. So it has a blue cartridge. I'm not really wanting to put blue in here. Oh my god, it won't go back in. Get in there. Sorry for the noises. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we will swatch together some color options. So this is a friction fit, this is a pocket pen. Ooh. Oh, it's so pretty. So again, it is a fine nib, and it is my very first 14 karat gold. It's my first gold nib ever. So I'm really, really excited for this. I want to do a couple things with it, so we're gonna look. Hey, there's a converter. I swear her listing said no converter. I'm confused. This is the Con 40 though. Yeah. Oh, it's a little wet. Let's dry that. She must have washed it, which is totally cool. Oh, okay, well, I don't have to buy a converter now. I have a spare one, but I do believe it is currently in one of my pens. So, let's put this aside for now, because we will do this. But right now, we are going to do some comparisons. So here is the Pilot. Hoping that I'm in the shot. Here is a TWSBI Eco. We'll pull it this way. I'm hoping these are even. Okay. I also have my Esterbrook SD in the Coffee Monsters Co. My Opus 88 in the Harmony. My Esterbrook SD is definitely one of my bigger pens. And then my Gine 10, just for funsies. So this is the equivalent of a Pilot Vanishing Point. So you can see it is very small. Very small. And that's okay. It is meant to be posted. So what we're going to do is we're going to open everyone. I'm afraid that this is going to roll away, so we may not be able to do... Oh, it's working. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it nib up. I need one of those nice little stands. So we're going to open everyone and just kind of set everyone here. If everyone will sit still. I don't know how many of these are going to actually not roll away, so this is fun. Okay, we're going to try to move everyone into alignment. So the only one you won't have to open is obviously the Gine 10 because it doesn't open. So you can see how much smaller the E95 is compared to all of them, but this is meant to be posted when written with. So this would actually be its length. And look at that, it becomes one of the largest. So that's fun. And I do think that the Esterbrook SD looks pretty darn similar. So let me recap these guys. So I know the Esterbrook SD for me is my absolute most comfortable pen that I own. So you can see the grip sections are just a little bit, it's a little more narrow. And that I think will be fine. I'm not planning to go like super long term with this, but you never know, right? So we are gonna try to decide what ink to use with it. So I've pulled out a couple options. I just wanted to look through my ink log as well, just in case. So this is my campus, so the Kikuyo paper. This is using that. I kind of really like it. Ooh, see, I do have coffee break because I knew I would probably like that. I love brown. I do have brown in my Esterbrook Esty currently, so I don't necessarily need another brown, but I just thought it would be fun. And then, oh, the Aurora Borealis. So I did pull that from Diamine. I thought it would be really pretty. Oh, Earl Grey. Oh, Macassar. Pumpkin will be fun next year. Writer's Blood. This is another one that I did pull because I kind of figured this might be something to use because this is like a burgundy styled color. Damson will be pretty. Midnights maybe. Oh, Saddle Brown would be pretty too. I did not pull those. The Peter Moss at some point will, but this Jinhao has Peter Moss in it right now, so I don't need that. Probably the Hongbian brown. It's not my favorite brown though. I did pull out Takesume and Yamaburo, and I have not used either of those in so long. So I do have them both sitting here. So maybe I might do the Yamaburo because it's been so long since I've used them. But really, all of these other ones has been a while since I've used them as well. Oh, the Salonda Violet will be good from Teranishi. Thornton Purple is beautiful. Colorverse. Abu would be pretty. I think I'm out of Witch by Moonlight, and the last of the Iris Nebula is in my Opus 88 right now. The Document Black Red would be nice. It's a nice black. So with the blue. Cocoa Shimmer has shimmer, so I want to be careful, and I am out of Amazing Amethyst. These are all my samples, if I didn't mention that. Wizard's Pencil is a little too green, I think, for it. Vert Empire. I do actually have a bottle of this as well. That would be really pretty. Nope, too blue. I did debate the Black Cherry or the Ebony Brown because I do have some left over. So, maybe another time. Oh, I wish I had Cafe Crema. Red Candy wouldn't be bad. The Kokoro Guma, the Urameku Sailor would be good because it's got that like reddish undertone. I think I'm out of Shikioris. Do you? Sailor Manyo, haha, I am going to use in one of my pens. I am determined. Captain Hook wouldn't be bad. I love Peter Pan, but I am out of that. It was in my Jinhao 10, my green-bodied one. And then the last page is just mixes that I've made already. All right. So I think it's going to be one of these guys. So let's swatch them. Got my N2 Sterling Ink full year, or sorry, N1 Sterling Ink full year. And I've got my, I think it's a Speedball 8. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. And then I just got a cup of water. And then I've got a junky towel. And let's do coffee break. So these are going to be my options. Oh my goodness, I tightened that a lot. There we go. So I do love coffee break. It is one of my favorite browns. Oop, didn't get very much. There we go. It's just such a pretty brown, and it's always got really nice shading on it. no. I might have to pause the video. We will see what happens. Although I would love Colorverse Coffee Break, I'm kind of leaning towards Aurora Borealis by Diamine or Writer's Blood. Because they're just different from all the other inks that I have. This is such a beautiful ink. Oh no, my little robot friend is coming into my room. He's gonna be very loud. Oh, I forgot to write this. Got my Mr. Pen here. So this is Colorverse Coffee Break. This is Diamine Aurora Borealis. So I've used Writer's Blood a couple times now. I like it. I just seem to get tired of it quick, which is disappointing because it is a beautiful ink. Oops, just accidentally pulled my nib. Hold on. Put that boy back in here. But it would look stunning with that. All right, the last two are going to be the pilots, so let's write Diamine, Writer's Blood. My 2026 or 2025 Sterling ink planner that I got, one of them did not agree with the Yamabudo, and it was fairly disappointing because it's one of my first like full ink bottles that I bought, and I've really enjoyed it. Pilot, Roshizuku, Yamabudo. And then tried and true is going to be the Pilot Iroshizuku Takesume. Oh goodness, I shut that one tight too. And then I'll tell you about the other one I was thinking about doing once I swatch this. Don't forget, this is like my second new pen day that I've ever filmed, so please don't judge me. I'm still learning how I want to do this. So, normally I just did this for myself. Okay, and that was Pilot. Oh, cleaning's complete, so that's nice. Wally will be out of here. Okay, the other thing I was thinking about doing was I do have a cartridge and it's got Pilot Sepia in it, so it would be a reddish brown. And I was debating this because this would almost be a perfect match. My only thing is I am not a fan of the ink color. It is not my favorite. It is not very pretty. So I don't know if I want to use it then. If I'm not gonna like it, why would I use it? So that's my debate. Oh man, but what do I use here? I'm kind of going, Aurora Borealis would just be fun. So this one, when it dries, will have a really nice red sheen on it. This one gets kind of like a blackish greeny sheen. This one as well. This one gets kind of a reddish green sheen, which is fun. But I haven't used Aurora Borealis in a very, very long time, and neither of these have I used either. So let's do that. Let's do Aurora Borealis, because the coffee break I will use often. I love brown inks. So now here's the question. Do I want to ink it with the cartridge or the converter in here, or do I want to just ink the converter? Debates. I'm just going to do the converter. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this somewhere it won't roll. And then I am going to fully plunge this guy and make sure we are completely open. And then I'm going to take the Aurora Borealis ink and open it. I don't know if you've ever inked up a pen. If you have not, I am still learning. I just started fountain pen adventures earlier this year, so. I may not be the best person to teach somebody, but it is fun. So I just kind of shake this because it, of course, only gets part of it full. So there's an air bubble. At least it looks like one. I'm gonna get my hands all inky. Oh well, at least it's a pretty color. Okay, so we got an air bubble. And another. There's another one at the surface. So I just kind of let them pop. Okay, but now we have that fully up. So what I will do is I will drop this down to about halfway, and I will attempt another grab of ink to see if I can further fill it. And it worked. So now we're going to try it one more time to get bubbles to the surface. I'm going to make a mess. I was trying to drop it back into the bottle. That did not work. Oh well. Okay. Now you can learn how not to fill your pens. Okay, so that is all I'm going to do. And now we're going to take this and push this inside until it snaps. And then I will do a push of the plunger to get some of the ink down in here. And then while we wait, I'm just going to slowly rub. So that should help. Yep, there it is. Bring this ink down. The downfall to this bathing suit. Piece of towel. It tends to leave things. Okay, so now we're going to close this. And I'm going to let this sit for just a second while I close up my ink. and clean up the bottle from the disaster that I almost caused. This is why I need to get something like a cleanable mat on my desk just in case. Alrighty, now we are ready to do this. So, this is a Pilot. Ooh, that's nice. This is the Ivory and Burgandy. Actually, it's not horribly uncomfortable not posted either, so just be aware of that. It's definitely more comfortable posted though. I just forgot. I'm used to not posting, so it's a little weird. Ink is Diamine, Aurora Borealis. So you can get a little bit of line variation, which is what I've seen on other people's videos. But I don't want to play too much. It's definitely not the most bouncy nib that I've had. I did previously buy a Pilot Vanishing Point, and I ended up returning it. Ooh, that is scratchy. But not horrible, really. I really like that though. This ink is really beautiful too with it, and it does make it smooth. So let's do the word, or the sentence, the quick. I forgot to draw the I, brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Well, it's definitely more broad than I was expecting. So this is an E95s. This is a fine nib, 14 karat. I really like it though. Ooh. Just making sure it's smooth on either side. And it is. Up, down. Down definitely brings you the best strokes. So, all right. Well, I think that's it, everyone. That is my Pilot E95s with a friction shut cap. And that's with Diamine Aurora Borealis. So let me show you the inks because they are dried now. So you kind of see the sheen on the Diamine Writer's Blood there. It's not perfectly prompt. Same thing with the Pilot Iroshizuku. You can see where it's just a little bit darker around those edges, but nothing really crazy is popping out. Same thing with Yamabudo. And then the Diamine Aurora Borealis is just a really beautiful bluey teal. And then we love the Colorverse Coffee Break. It is such a beautiful brown, especially in writing. Alrighty, everyone. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.